Hey everyone, my name is Monkey Puzzle, and I wanted to give you a quick tour of the village we made here on Enshrouded with our community, Iron Mine and the Iron Geeks on our private server hosted by GPortal. So the quick summary is that we wanted to make a village that was both fun, utilitarian, and very immersive, with one of the main features being giving each of the tradespeople their own house that really fit their personality with the materials that was appropriate for them, and they gave them enough space for each of their workshops. And then we also wanted to make full use of the 3D terraforming possible in this game, and then create lots of little secrets, which came later as we built our own little private apartments. So we are here just in the starter area, where we placed our first flame altar, and we started by making the obligatory hobbit hole, because we could. Of course you have to make a hobbit hole when you started. And so we hollowed out just a great big area that we used for everything at first. We had all the tradespeople in here. We had a place to sack out and get your comfort buff. But right now it mainly serves as our primary storage hub for this claim. We've got the magic boxes on the left with the craftable resources, and then on the right we have regular chests with all of the gear that we're sharing. Right now it is actually under renovation. Since it didn't have a use, it is becoming a tavern and inn. It's going to have a kitchen and bar, but the rest of that's going to have to wait until the next video. But there are plenty of secrets to be had here, so we will be returning to this area. But the first thing we built was the Blacksmiths House, and it was meant to be your quintessential medieval timber and plaster, wattle and daub type medieval blacksmith's archetypical house. So we have the larger upper story, little detailing on the windows, and this big open area where they can have the smelter and the furnace and the kiln and all the things, the storage for the materials, where he can do his work outside here. And then each of the tradespeople has a nice little area for them to live in. And sometimes they share it with us, but the blacksmith, he is a strong and simple man, so he just needed some crude wood furniture and everything he needs to be cozy, to clean up and rest and feed himself between working, although somehow he always seems to be always working. Next came the farmer. Her house had the most rustic materials, some of the very simple basic materials. She did get a straw roof later when we could make that. She has a small little apartment in here, very small and cozy. That's just all she needs, because she's mainly out in the fields when she can. Has her stuff here. Here's where we store all the foodstuffs that we either bring in from the world or grow on the farm. And then we have all of this seedling planting tables that we would need. The only thing that we need in addition to this is some signs, please, Dev. So we don't have to memorize them all, but those are for all the different types of crops that we grow. And so, yeah, we grow what we need out here. And then this is where our tree farm is. And I'll show you what that looks like when it grows in. It's got quite a bit of atmosphere when it does. So next in the list was the Carpenter's House. So the Carpenter's House came up to another level of complexity, combined with the new materials that the carpenter made available. So we had new woods, we had bricks, and here he is, jolly fellow, with all of his stuff. He in his workshop down here, he's got his table saw and his kiln, and he too has a nice simple little loft to sack out when he's done dealing with all his sawdust and cutting the wood and everything like that. So he's got his nice fireplace there as well. Next came the Alchemist. Now the Alchemist pretends to be afraid of the shroud and the mycelium, but yet he has a morbid fascination with it. So we thought it only fitting to make his tower, his wizardly tower, out of the mycelium blocks and copper and shroud wood And he's got his little charging plate there where he stands up to charge up to his full power. He's got all of his mysterious alchemical accoutrements here, ready to ply his mysterious trade. And then up here, he has his cozy little place. And a nice balcony here, first level balcony for viewing the village. He's a bit of an esthete. He has all stone furniture, but it still manages to be cozy in itself. And with the HUD on, we're going to go ahead and climb because the tower doubles as a place for us to launch with our gliders. Just like all the other towers in the game that you can fast travel with, we have our own. Many deaths were had in the building of this, especially when we try to go down. But when you get to the top, it is an amazing view of our village and all the rest of the map. And then floating above is the mysterious blue orb, the eye of the alchemist. And then this also gives us a chance to view the village from above. Take a quick little flight here, and we will land in front of the Huntress. She's a bit of a Viking, and so she has a house built in the Viking longhouse style with the severe roof going all the way down to the ground. Tarred wood and flint. The wind howls, and she has her heads on the wall and all the things that she needs with the spinning wheels and the loom and the tanning station and the drying racks and a Valheim-style chimney here where the smoke from her fires could escape. And she has a nice, cozy, fur rug-lined space in the back for when she needs to rest or have company or whatever she likes to do. And so that is her space. So that completed all 5 spaces for the tradespeople. And then we began to make our own private apartments. And we tried to keep them simple but special. The first is Arahli's. His is the grandest because he hollowed out this rock and made this amazing little mansion inside of it with this window. Huge window to see through. And then he has the first of the secrets. Ooh, you'd never see this was here. And then we head on down. And where shall it lead us? But to a mysterious and spooky, cramped, claustrophobic little hallway full of bones and the strange blue light and more mycelium. And the walls made of skulls and candles on skulls. And when we get to the end of that spooky hallway, we are back in the main space again. And there are more secrets here. Behind this unsuspecting bookcase, among which will be other bookcases, Miss Chris made her private little apartment. Small and humble but grand. Not at all claustrophobic. Amazing windows that seem like they're looking out into a blue sky, not into the subterranean area that it is. And everything she needs. Very nicely and tastefully done. Indeed. Here, let's close her doors. And keep her secrets. And then Bumrule over here didn't need his to be quite so secret. He's got this hallway of 3 different kinds of blocks, and then he used the actual luminous growth material rather than turning it into luminescent blocks, and it looks quite cool. And then in here, he's got his little private apartments, and he is one of the first of the cliffside condominiums with the view onto the Shroud and the surrounding valleys and ridges. You can see somebody else has a condo in the cliff over there. He's got his storage and the beginning of his bedroom right there. So more to come on that. And then you didn't see that. We'll find out what that is later. And over here, this one is another secret. And if you go in here, you'll find that this innocent looking well here is actually a little exit from his place. So that is indeed very cool. And speaking of even further secrets and houses and rocks, over here, you'll see there's a very low profile little door that you would never see from over there. And this is actually the entrance to my apartments. So if we head down here, first, this is my armory, my personal storage. I have all my weapons and gear and such that I'm putting together in here, carved from the living rock and with an amazing view as well of all the surroundings. And then down below is where I live. Very plush and posh quarters of palm wood and desert temple blocks. And here is my little sunken spa where I relax and look at the view. And I've got a shower and all my bathroom needs. And in the walls are these cute little cubbies, these little mushroom dioramas growing back there, doing their little mushroomy things. Yeah, all the things I need. And then there are further secrets, because if you head back into this particular little cubby, there is another dark hallway. And is this a secret door? Yes, but it leads to nowhere. What about this one? Dead end again. Aha! Another secret portal where we can cross over into Bum's little hallway, which you remember from just a minute ago. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. And then also in this unsuspecting little cubby is yet another secret door leading to Arahli's little passage. Stairs up to his home in the rock, and then the spooky tunnel down there, and then he has just recently excavated his apartment to come here in his little flint deposit. Very cool indeed. And then as you exit my armory, which hopefully will get armor stands and be able to put weapons on the wall and such, I have a grand exit, little fire pits recessed into the wall, glowing hot and bright. And down at the end of this hallway, we have not quite the last of our secrets. You can take that one or that one to enter the tunnels to my apartments. And again, we lead back to this area. And then finally, we have an apartment that Pharrell made. She made a fabulously little detailed witchy hut here with gardens and bees and a really detailed little hut. Small but amazing, with a flower sod roof and all the furnishings she needs for all her witchy doings. It's cozy and cute and living and amazing. And if we go around the back here, there is a secret little cellar with some very sus things happening that we just won't talk about. So that's most of it, folks. It's still growing. I'm going to wait here for nighttime to show you what it looks at night, and then we will sign out. And now that night has fallen, you can see what it looks like now. We've done our best to get things well lit up with all the different kind of lighting that the game provides. It's nice and warm and cozy. Everything that is except for the creepy eldritch alchemist tower that glows blue in the night. And if you step back far enough, you can see the eye that rises above it. So I hope you all have enjoyed this little showcase of our village here with the Iron Geeks, Iron Mine and the Geeks on our Enshrouded server. Let me know if you'd like to see videos on each of these because we did a really quick pass this time. But for now, I'm going to leave you and I'm going to go to bed and let you see what I see in the morning when the sun rises here in Enshrouded. Anyway, thank you for making it to the end of this one, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.